Your courage became a guiding light, turning darkness into light. Today we honor every tear, every prayer through every year, every heart that chose to stand, believing justice still could win. Though the tears kept falling, hope refused to die. When the world seemed silent, truth still reached the sky. Justice has prevailed today. Though the journey was long, hope kept burning through the darkest night, making broken hearts strong. No more silence, no more fear. Let the truth be heard. Justice delayed should never become justice denied again. From the small city of Bo, Sierra Leone, a message now echoes across Africa and to the world. After years of tears, after years of fear, justice has finally prevailed. May this victory remind every nation that truth can never be buried forever, that courage can never be silent forever, that hope can never be defeated forever. May every survivor know you are seen, you are heard, you are valued, you are never forgotten. May every child grow without fear. May every family find healing. May every court defend the truth. May justice never sleep again. Justice has prevailed today. Let the whole world see. Truth and courage walk together. Set the wounded free. From the city of Bo to Africa and the world, let the story forever remind us that justice still lives. Though the waiting broke our hearts, faith refused to bend. Justice delayed should never become justice denied again. Justice has prevailed. Justice has prevailed. Hope has overcome. Justice has prevailed. Justice has prevailed. From the small city of Bo, Sierra Leone, a voice has risen, a light has broken through the darkness. After years of tears, after years of fear, after years of fear, justice has finally prevailed. Though the waiting broke our hearts, may this victory inspire every survivor, strengthen every family, encourage every community across Sierra Leone, across Africa, and throughout the world. May truth always triumph over lies. May courage always overcome fear. May justice always protect the innocent, standing with survivors, promoting accountability, restoring hope. African Women's Research Initiative for Social Empowerment. African Women's RISE. Justice has prevailed today. Though the journey was long, hope kept burning through the darkest night, making broken hearts strong. No more silence, no more fear. Let the truth be heard. Justice delayed should never become justice denied again. Justice has prevailed. Justice has prevailed. Hope has overcome. Justice has prevailed. Justice has prevailed. For long years of tears and pain, many walked through storms and rain. Silent voices filled the night, holding on to hope's small light. Though the road was hard to bear, Faith refused to bow to fear. Every prayer and every cry reached the ears of God on high. The world looked on while hearts were torn, yet hope refused to die. Though darkness tried to hide the truth refused to lie. Truth may stumble, but truth will rise. Justice may tarry, justice never dies. Justice has prevailed today. Though the journey was long, hope.
For long years of tears and pain, many walk through storms and rain. Silent voices fill the night, holding on to hope's small light. Though the road was hard to bear, faith refused to bow to fear. Every prayer and every cry reached the ears of God on high. The world looked on while hearts were torn, yet hope refused to die. Though darkness tried to hide the truth refused to lie. Truth may stumble, but truth will rise. Justice may tarry, but justice never dies. Justice has prevailed today. Though the journey was long, hope kept burning through the darkest night, making broken hearts strong. No more silence, no more fear. Let the truth be heard. Justice delayed should never become justice denied again. To every survivor standing strong, though the waiting seemed too long. To every family holding faith, trusting God through every pain. To every voice that would not fall, you helped answer justice call. Your courage became a guiding light, turning darkness into light. Today we honor every tear, every prayer through every year, every heart that chose to stand, believing justice still could win. Though the tears kept falling, hope refused to die. When the world seemed silent, truth still reached the sky. Justice has prevailed today. Though the journey was long, hope kept burning through the darkest night, making broken hearts strong. No more silence, no more fear. Let the truth be heard. Justice delayed should never become justice denied again. From the small city of Bo, Sierra Leone, a message now echoes across Africa and to the world. After years of tears, after years of fear, justice has finally prevailed. May this victory remind every nation that truth can never be buried forever, that courage can never be silenced forever, that hope can never be defeated forever. May every survivor know you are seen, you are heard, you are valued, you are never forgotten. May every child grow without fear. May every family find healing. May every court defend the truth. May justice never
always they tell you, say, this now we are, do they bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And since we're the bunch of crook people and shown on the picture, you find out, say, Yuki and the Barudon Pasmark now the country. That make we stand against them, say anything they do, they bring them to now. The only thing we get for do for we share the program and hit the like button. Even if you don't get a notification, go inside the app, take the link and send them to other person for help spread the message. After the one, they sit down and wait and see what's in there for you, not the baskets. Right, me na Bible Life, family members, them the warrior with the sharpest cutlass.
And of course, my name is Nasembe Perry, freedom fighter. Good evening, Kusha and Cabo. Well, thing in the happen, you know, the biggest discussion is now the constitutional review. You get a lot of issues then, and the way a lot of people they say, it look like say, all man they fed for you though. So as all of that they happen, we been the thing say this constitutional review for actually fix the system for we, for make the laws then strong. And plenty people be they say the powers of the president it too boku so much that you know nobody know they operate without then get what they can say by the wisdom. Okay, how do you call it? APC now them be get all day by the wisdom of His Excellency. This ain't get by all man get you style anyway. But we hear again the speaker don't say no. He no go ever sit down and see, you know, they reduce the power of the presidents or the presidency. In fact, this is not APC and SLP. In fact, the way when this constitutional review go on so by boy, we hear boku things them and boku confessions them they happen right now. You know, the leader of government business as well don't tell we say he say them, the APCO, the SLPPO, then they're guilty for the use the police against other people. Them. So simple, speak for yourself, for example. We know, but speak for yourself. In other words, these governments conscious and they're aware and they well know say that they use and abuse the police against other set of people. Them. You know, two confession and they happen. And for I make I tell somebody then this I say me I don't look lost interest to bro. Because anything we they want for do now if APC able for survive, okay, but me we didn't no more now. The watch. Because if the president empower so much that powers from above, power, I don't know how to put making sense, then it looks like will fix the system and will make everybody get limitation. Yes, we know say the president na the big man of the country. But if we get checks and balance, enough for just the grab no more and they do spend no check or do whatever thing want for do. Use powers as you want for do. You forget thing where they able for calm, you know, all them up, all them to account. But they say no, they don't make it clear. And once you elect by this government, anything where they want for do, then they tell we now face, then they are safe. So this is not come to me as a surprise, not come to me as shocking something. You know, this not what we program anyway. But by the way, what do you think about that?
Quick one before we get the lecturer in. The same way how you look at the whole thing, and the same way me by the way look at the whole thing. You know, the two convention where they go on right now between the APC and SLPP is sad for the people of Mama Salon. You know, the leader of government business, well, you know, small, if you hear what the Attorney General say again, saying disappointed the way and man how APC they behave like they're not aware of what they go on. When he reached that particular statement day, bro, I paused, I was like, wow. So for saying them political parties here, them politicians they get things the way they do against the way and the camera. Then they come and write things they silent. No, this is not a sad situation for Mama Salou. I think people of Sierra Leone need to pay attention on this argument when they go on. We they know more truth them. We don't know. Just like what I can say, Mother Bill, the bad things them, the document away Sidonpa until he left power be forever. we see some of the things there. Now, the same thing they go on right now. Let us pay attention. We will not secret them. We will not ever know. Somehow, way other people they expect. Now that parliament they under APC. We're not gonna pull out party. We move.
I forget the English of this government. In fact, they don't show me self. It has pleased His Excellency the President to bring in their return Julius Madam. Yes. Now, why is APC beget by the wisdom of His Excellency? Here we continue. Anyway, I know I laugh. Anyway, before we get inside, Una, please listen to this short clip. Quick one. And then we come. Una, listen to this. This is not the Speaker of Parliament.
We are not making this law for any political party. We are making this law for any president that will belong to any political party. We have flag bearers all over the place. They are flag bearers because they have this belief that they will win elections and become president. They too will not support a thing where you seek to reduce the power of His Excellency the President. I will not sit here as Speaker to allow the position of the President to be watered down. It's a very serious position. Somebody has to be in charge of the nation. Somebody has to be in charge. Somebody has to have supreme executive authority. We cannot create a lame-duck president.
So, not on me talk again. It's very clear. You know, and not go sit down, they reduce the power of the president. Never possible. So, for you, sit down and they will say, then for reduce small part the power of the president, it's too powerful, to this, yeah. Like use the in me Richard Konteh's voice, yeah, lie. lie. You know they happen.
It is clear, Pierre. It's clear. Then guys had a plan for add power to any leader, to the leaders them. Yeah, what he talking now? Big English he talks so. But if you come to program, I cannot sit here and water down.
Yes. I'm not going to sit down for soon and the water down. Yes.
You want to water down the president in power, they water down the rights of citizens. But the vote president.
I beg you, don't waste energy, but we are not gonna keep waiting. If you now one person sit down the way say constitutional go actually dilutes the president in power, lie in Richard Konteh's voice, lie, you know they happen. Okay, so long not waste any more time, Mickey. Let's just bring the lecture of the day, like Ikai because now get the talk of the day. Sierra AYV. Yes, the fire. I say, okay, all right. lie. So, love me, I can quick one. Doctor, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sangbe Pierre, and good evening, by Bure. I'm glad for Dana here again today, and I look forward to another opportunity for talk about the country, and to my viewers and listeners. I want to say, Una, thank you for come join we this evening. Follow talk small about the country Sierra Leone, the things that will they happen there, and what we can do about those things that will they happen. And yeah, really discussion where Sangbe Pierre and Bible they've been there on. But let's see how they want to structure the discussions today.
Yeah, so let's start right from that point there. Let's start right from that point there. You want to become president of Salone. And then the speaker don't team up on all behalf. He say a lot of flag bearer aspirants in the we want to become president. So in don't stand, in no go sit down and see say they water down the presidency. In other words, they reduce the power. You must get somebody where for they in charge. You must get somebody where they for refer to as the supreme. We forget the supreme executive power, and that's not the president. So that will get them from you. And they say it is stand on all behalf. What do you take on that?
No, me, I know Kilek for take things out of context. I want to understand exactly waiting that the specific issue where it feels say go impinge upon the powers of the president. I know say one area where we've been getting this whole issue about the powers of the president. Therefore, do with the whole issue around the search and nominating committee. Me not think say that day anything about reducing anybody powers. It's about best practice. It's about instilling confidence in the electoral system and the electoral processes. It's about ensuring that we bring credibility, fairness, objectivity into the electoral processes. It's not about reducing anybody's powers, because the power to appoint is still vested in the president. And I want to assume, say, whoever the president get for appoint will be somebody who meets all the criteria for that office. So I think, say, if you can get anybody in mind, tell them to apply. And then when they apply, if either the best person, they go nominate her. And then after all that, 3 people that they get for nominate, and then you get chance for choose. So I don't want to look at them as something where in any way go reduce the powers of the president. Rather, will it just help for back we introduce best practice? Then they happen in Kenya, then they happen in South Africa, it happen in other places. In we continent, we say democracy, they thrive small. And I feel say this now one thing where the need for understand. So we need for know the difference between reducing the powers of the president and actually introducing best practice for sure say with democracy they grow and they build up. The other area where I know say they feel say that about reducing the powers of the president now, or the area where they can talk about to seem being allowed to be members of parliament, being allowed to be ministers, but then they begin make restrictions on which ministries to see possibly hold. Again, I not feel say this that anything about reducing anybody's powers. It's just about saying, hey, whilst we feel say people will to seem for come into government, but I'll be mindful that there are certain positions where it be say enough fine for make anybody with a shared loyalty occupy. But again, I agree with the Attorney General where he been they making contributions, where he give examples about Sierra Leoneans where don't serve as Chief Justice. Later, Black Konteh was Chief Justice in Belize. We get the current Prime Minister of Canada, where we don't serve at the Bank of England. We get so many. With Sierra Leone, don't get a British man as Inspector General of Police. We don't get Nigerian as Chief of Defence Staff. So these things can happen under special circumstances. So we not for therefore make these laws there so prescriptive, overly prescriptive, to the point that we tie ourselves down. But we get for also know say certain positions like the presidency, like the vice presidency, maybe just maybe those are not the types of positions where we go want for make people with dual nationality they occupy. But me personally agree with the parliamentarians that people in the diaspora don't contribute so much to this country, and some are more committed, and some the to see where they get are just for survival. I don't think say that because they want for snob Sierra Leone or anything, and so therefore be allowed. And some don't make so much contributions to Sierra Leone in BOITB so today, so therefore be allowed for being members of parliament, be allowed to occupy some ministerial positions and other key positions in Sierra Leone. And I support that move, and I go hope and pray say as a parliament they go vote for that.
Okay, so yeah, so now Lord bring you inside better one. We listened yesterday and we understand say, una actually, them bring una inside this committee for this constitutional review, right? From the tripartite to the constitutional review, some clauses them, right? Inside the APC.
No, let me get unclear. Make I explain. I've been listening to my brother Adi, where we interview him yesterday. And I listened to the explanation where he provide.
Okay.
He tell me from the agreement for national unity to the tripartite arrangements, then we get the tripartite recommendations. Then we get this whole clamor over the appointment of the chief electoral commissioner, working out of parliament, the coming in of the moral guarantors. But in all of this, the emphasis has been about how do we ensure that the tripartite recommendations are fulfilled. So when the SLPP then take this bill to parliament, then do the first reading, as a party, we find out, say, it gets certain provisions that will go against the spirit and letter of the tripartite committee recommendations. And they also get some provisions where clearly obnoxious and where we as a party get very strong views about, and therefore we no go will accept them. So we make that known, and we come together as a party and we do a position paper where we also submit outlining we positions. But of course, that submission, even though it came out of a broad consultation, it also not engraved in stone. Because as information they come in and as people they become a bit more enlightened, then there might be the need sometimes for make some modifications. So when these documents go, we then also realize, and that is at the end of the engagement with the moral guarantors, they say it will find make both parties, the government and the APC, for set up a legal committee comprising 3 people from each side, and let these 3 people now sit and look at the bill and also look at the position paper from the APC and try for harmonize. So the role of this small subcommittee now for harmonize the disagreements, for try to see how we can address the disagreements, come with some consensus opinion or some common position we can go to parliament and hopefully it pass parliament. So the small committee where they set, I happen to be a member of that committee alongside Adi and Timbo. And then on the SLPP side, they get the Attorney General, Paran Sarwali, the Solicitor General, and then we get a group of backup staff with the support. On your side, we get Fatih, we get Sura, we get Sidi, and then on the side of the government, then get the Deputy Minister of Justice and some other staff within the law officers department. So, and the discussions that they go find, and clearly the spirit was good, and the understanding what we been getting at that where we disagree and we're not able to get any common ground, and where that provision expressly provided for in the tripartite committee recommendations, there we go revert to the tripartite committee recommendations and move forward. But of course, where again maybe the tripartite committee recommendations be insufficient in terms of we needs based upon the discussions, the appropriate recommendations will also be made. So we also get those discussions. But one thorny area where even though we discuss, we look at various options, we will not be agree exclusively, completely on now the issue of the preferred electoral system. And even when we go to the retreat, Toke, where each side bring the leadership of members of parliament from both the APC and the SLPP, meeting with the technical team and discuss the issues, we still not able to reach a conclusive position on this whole issue around the preferred electoral system. And we decide, say, maybe, just maybe, parliament could be the most suitable place for me then we'll discuss it further because both sides then get firm views on the APC not ready for accept the PR system, the SLPP not ready for accept first past the post. So let the discussions continue, let the common ground be found. But so this small subcommittee, the negotiations for we be always based upon the APC party imposition, where they in that document, plus at every stage will be the consult with the leadership and they take direction and guidance from the expanded NAC for inform how those discussions will they go on will culminate into what happens on a parliament.
All right. So now that we come, since we don't already get that one day we don't put together, let's start the discussion proper. You don't observe within the happen. I don't see you to go in a parliament. You don't take different interviews and all. So the question for you, will you listen to within people and they say, within they happen at parliament, within government officials then they say, within a party people and they say, for you as person where you get interest for be president, maybe after then done with this particular constitutional review or some because some na entrenched clause we require for we get referendum where we not even sure of who's them. Maybe then we'll do them during the election after no. But also one where you feel say now the most important issue where you very, very much concerned, they very close to your heart and they close to the people they heart as well.
Okay. Before I answer that question, I make one thing clear. This bill now really the tip of the iceberg. There are so many other issues were not even captured in this bill. And some are entrenched and some are not entrenched. Because if you look at the Cowan Commission report, it makes so many recommendations in terms of areas in the Constitution we need for be amended. And the tripartite committee recommendations also they require a whole range of constitutional amendments and legislative amendments. We go for amend the Public Elections Act and the Political Parties Act. So all of these things put together get to be worked upon. So it's a whole big work, and may not be personally feel say this part of the bill before take this long, but I think now the spirit with which they start for distort the fact and try for introduce some language where go give undue advantage to the SLPP and cause all of this confusion. And for me, the most thorny issue continue for be the whole issue around the preferred electoral system. I know the greatest problem where I get now where the intention of this bill now for completely expunge 38 section 38 and 38A from the Constitution completely, which means the one for say we not go ever get again first past the post in Sierra Leone. It has to be PR and PR all the way without even defining the type of PR. I think the type of PR need for be defined so people can get a clear understanding because there are different forms of PR. Because even in Sierra Leone, we don't do 3 separate elections using PR in 1960, 2002, and in 2023, but all different. In 1996, the national PR, the whole country, the one constituency. 2002, the district block, but every constituency equal. Every constituency get 8 members of parliament. 2023, a district block, but every constituency get number of seats according to a population. So they're all different. So we need to be clear about which type of PR you talk about. And this bill, as it is not clear, and this bill, they seek for wipe out any possibility for make we get first past the post in future. Me get serious reservations about that. I think say whichever electoral system they choose at the end of the day, it not for be the only system we go there forever. That makes section 38 is very clear about the preference for first past the post, but then they not exclude the possibility for PR entirely. They put conditions precedent for applied PR. So for me, I think a fine as it been there, and if it's not broken, don't fix it. And so, except if people then get something else under their sleeves, they're not supposed to be an issue for be very contentious. But now they don't make it very contentious because they don't make it appear now as if they use PR, na SLPP go win. If they use first past the post, that APC they win. Me not share that view necessarily, and enough for follow because whichever method they use will always start from zero, and it depends on how you campaign, your strategy, how you protect the votes, and how you ensure, say, ECSL, they do the right thing and not allow them for do it in 2023, where they begin manipulate the results and begin allocate seats at will without due recourse to how people they actually vote, then that is for me a very serious issue will need to be addressed. So yes, I think say the issue around the preferred electoral system, the most thorny issue for me, and I think say an issue we need to think about seriously and review in terms of the way forward. I don't think say then we will get a consensus in parliament because Alman they play to the gallery, Alman they play to in base. So Alman they argue for satisfying base. I think say the need for get cool heads, for come together and sit down, think Sierra Leone and do something. We go solve the problem. We'll get a consensus on how we will address the problem moving forward. But whatever happens, I don't think say that for wipe out first past the post completely, because under certain conditions, that the best system will get, and there are several reasons where you can give in favor of that.
All right. The program we watch right now, of course, the Unify Hour right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook, and we'll continue with the rest of the discussion this evening. But Doc, I know say you don't tell we say they're not going to reach into a concession in all man only on side. But I ask you, and you don't advise them for seek the interest of the country. Between you don't hear, you think any one of them right now they seek the interest of the country? Na parliament.
They will all argue that they seek the interest of the country. They will give the advantages for and against. But as I say, me feel say, first past the post will make it a bit more difficult for ECSL for do what they do in 2023. And so therefore, I would prefer it. And it will also allow, make the power for determine who that they represent it still be vested in the people. And I think say that they will be fine. And I not agree with the argument where they make for say first past the post no go guarantee the 30% for women. It's not true. A provision, a language can be put in where go say when una they submit una candidates, una get for ensure say 30% of them are women. If not, your full list of candidates for nomination will not be accepted. And it would now left with the political parties for see which formula they will use. I know say it will be challenging because at the end of the day, the question would be whose constituency will say, yeah, na woman, una for pick, yeah, na man, they for pick. How una go manage that could be an issue where the political parties will go for grapple with. But I believe say you can still under first past the post guarantee a good number of seats for women, 30% plus for women. Some people can even get a situation wherein you can get safe seats, where we say these are safe seats for women, and political parties for be encouraged for make them sure say when they nominate women dem for parliament, make dem nominate women dem for those seats where they sure for win. Every political party gets certain areas that are stronghold, where the chances for make the candidate they put forward win exist. So that those constituencies that therefore allocate to women, so that the chance of winning will be greater. If not, if they have to be wicked, then go take the woman that they put them all their side there where they know say, yeah, APC not get for win. So and then at the end of the day, we will not be able to have the 30% of women in parliament. So that's all may think say that they will be addressed.
All right, the program where you still there watch now. We are on YouTube and Facebook, of course. By we are there. Ask yourself, don't cry inside. I thought Kushe today.
Let's come out.
Teacher, sorry, sir. I come in very, very late because of traffic, and traffic is a big problem. So I apologize. Yeah, say school begin. If you don't get excuse, well, you don't see.
Me too. They talk about the review, and I'm pretty sure you said get some areas the way you go on for less salon people understand better.
Yes, I meet Doc the talk about the committee, and now they also talk about the issue of the picture being that being like the APC power is for first past the post, the SLPP power is for the PR system. Noting that the whatever system it is, we only start saying. But the thing here is, Doc, it can the let's say, for example, that we settle for the PR. Can all the issues surrounding the PR system, we'll be able to deal with all of the issues that be inside one kind of documents, rather than left all the power to ECSL for end up determining who gets what? Because I think to say one of the reasons why some of we like immediately frown at the PR system and the fact that when we go to the PR system, you not even know waiting now the percentage we ECSL they end up use, for determine who gets what at the end of the day. And sometimes if we look at this past election, the percentage was not favorable to even people that will be like an independent candidate and smaller political parties. Can all of that be dealt with in one blow rather than left arm open where ECSL will still dominate the issue, and therefore other than a power then you get the advantage?
From 2018 to 2023, I be represent the APC at the Political Parties Liaison Committee, the PPLC. And I remember when they bring Candice PR system, they make the smaller parties then believe say PR go increase their chances of going to parliament, and argue say even independent candidates, the PR go make it easy for them for go na parliament. That's a lesson I lie. I say they deceive you now. I say there is no way where an independent candidate in a constituency, in a district with 10 constituencies, how you won, we will get votes for match 10 people, able to reach the threshold for make you go parliament. I say not possible. It is also true, Arthur, that okay, it is not true that ECS are not clear about the threshold. The threshold is very clear. For local councillors, the threshold now 4.5%. Where any party get up to 4.5% of the votes cast in the local council elections, then that party they automatically get the share of the percentage votes where they get. The same is true for parliament. When a party gets 11.9% of the votes cast in the district, then it don't qualify for get the commensurate share of seats. Now, two things happen where that be the bad thing. One, now that when they now count for do the mathematics for determine how many seats actually a political party forget based upon the number of the percentage votes we then get, nobody not pay attention to that calculation. So SLPP or the ECSLB get a field day. I want to make what people understand, say, even when then they say that they use PR not applicable to district council chairmen and mayors. Now, first past the post. District council chairman and mayoral elections now first past the post. Would win 50 plus 1, then they get her. 50 plus 1 and above, then they get her. Same is true for the presidential. No more, under the current system, for the presidential, you forget a threshold of 55%. But PR not they affect the presidential. PR not they affect the presidential, not they affect the mayor election, not they affect the district council election. It only affects the election for councillors and the election for members of parliament. Wetin happened to APC in 2023 to we? 2023 now that when they don't thief the presidential election, they don't announce the results, they put we off completely. We take we eyes off the ball. So SLPP, they be now get a field day. APC not be even able for collate the results for better than get their own figures for challenge the results of the SLPP. That result will give Samura 57.1 or 2%. Now, result will be collate during the tripartite process in my office. Now we do. But as at the time of the election, will not be getter. Understand it? So because of that, SLPP gets a field day. For example, in Port Loco, they release a result where say SLPP get 20-something thousand votes for the presidential. But when it comes to the local council, the councillors, they say SLPP get 40-something thousand votes cast in their favor. When it comes to the members of parliament, they say SLPP get 60-something thousand votes. Hey, have Sierra Leoneans become so sophisticated now in their thinking that they make a distinction between a vote for president, vote for council, and vote for MP? With that sophisticated, that 3 times more people go vote for the members of parliament as they vote for the president? It's not possible. It's not possible. Most of the time, people are voting along party lines anyway, regardless of who are the candidates. And in fact, under PR, you are strictly speaking not even voting for the candidate. You are voting for the party. So how, therefore, you can get such a discrepancy between 20-something thousand for presidential and 60-something thousand for councillors? I mean, for members of parliament. This just the go for show say, Because APC we take we eyes off the ball, we allow SLPP forget a field day, we allow ESS forget a field day, and then go ahead and do what they do with the results and allocate the seats. And we're not able to recover quick from the shock we will get for lost elections. So whereas we know say na daylight robbery, whereas we condemn the wetin SLPP do and we determined for say it no will ever happen again, and we hope and pray say we go put in place the right leadership, we get for acknowledge we failings. And when we acknowledge we failings, then we take the appropriate steps for ensure say we get the right leadership, we get the right strategy, we protect the votes, we announce, we collate your results, and deploy appropriate party agents all over the place and campaign well for ensure say we people them see reason why they for come out. And by we people them, I mean supporters of the APC and other Sierra Leoneans who might not even be party members, but we compare the record of the APC set against the record of the SLPP and feel obliged for support the APC in the elections. I think say that this we need for be very clear about, and I think say if we do that, then we would on the right step for move forward with this issue.
All right, so maybe only continue.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. This is the program when I unify hour. It's on YouTube and on Facebook. And of course, we get Dr. Richard Konteh, where they help we make we understand several things them inside the program. So, Doc, while we talk about something, still the contentious issue get for do with which one way they go with at the end of the day. This, especially with the issue of the president, 55%, 50 plus 1. We see yesterday another one where they say simple majority. You know, I of course attempt for explain to we and tell we say for the simple majority you get 10% above the other one themselves. You know, that automatically make you become president. And he explained as well the 50.1%. But something the way somebody do me attention to, I don't know waiting make it happen so. The whole argument where they go, we not hear it and they say 50% plus 1. We just hear it and they say 50 plus 1, 50 plus 1, 50 plus 1. And we don't see lawyer them, criminal lawyer them, don't they use some of their loopholes than they for even see the truth and turn them, you know. So I don't know really if now we just they talk about 50 plus 1 or it actually they inside they say now 50% plus 1. They are also what they get because this one is very critical and I know there are much people
Now,
they talk about them.
now 50% plus 1.
Now so it
Now
writes at the
50%
document.
plus 1. Yes.
Okay.
And that's the recommendation from the tripartite committee. The tripartite committee recommend 50% plus 1.
Okay.
And the recommendation from the tripartite committee, we mean be member of, a part of, be informed by the fact say we won't forget a system where we avoid runoff. Because runoff expensive and oftentimes it can be violent. You know, so we say we possibly would get 50% plus 1, then it's okay. But we also add a caveat, like how it in Nigeria, for make you become president, you forget 25% in at least one state in each of the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, which include the FCT, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. You forget at least 25% in each of the geopolitical zones. The difference, though, now that in Nigeria, a simple majority. Once you don't get the 25% in each of the 6 geopolitical zones, then you now for make you be president and a simple majority. And I should say, say in the last elections in Nigeria, all the states, all the presidential candidates, they win, I think, 11 states each or so, or 12 states each. But they all win equal number of states. And the difference in the votes when they get at the end of the day is not significant. And the percentage, I think now about 30 something or less than 40%, now Tinubu been get for making be president. So waiting the Attorney General do now for put inside the bill, instead of the 50 plus 1 where the Tripartite Committee recommend, they put simple majority, which is different. Which means that they want now for, say, once you don't get, if plenty political parties that they contest, it'll be difficult to get 50%, especially the parties that are strong. It'll be difficult. So therefore, the normal runoff, so maybe simple majority. And then they go now further for deviate from the 25% in half of the districts in the country to saying 20% in 2/3 of the districts. The problem with that is, what if the president wake up one morning and by proclamation he declare 2 new districts in the southeast?
Which is possible.
Or an APC president wake up one morning and declare 2 new districts in the northwest. Waiting that they go do, then they make them more. You go don't win the 50 plus 1, but it will be difficult for you to get the 20% in 2/3 of the districts. And that they go introduce a constitutional crisis. Because people will say, boy, I don't get majority, I don't win. Other side, they say, no, wait, you not win it because you only get 19.8% na one district. If you don't need 20%, so therefore, you know for win. So now for go back, for go do a runoff. So it can be complicated. So that is why some of us been there of the view say, since we not trust the decisions of some presidents, where the possibility exists for make them take decisions where they will skew things in their favor, let we remove that possibility. So that if the requirement for get a certain percentage in X number of districts, if they remove them, then if the president want to create 1,000 districts in business, it not go affect the outcome of the election. But if they left us with that caveat for say you forget 20% in 2/3 of the district, and then, for example, they can create 2 new districts, like which they want for do so na the southeast, it will make it difficult for APC, for example, for him to get 20% in 2/3 of the districts. So they go down skew the election in favor of the SLPP. So that make we say when they pull down the off. Since we're not able to limit the president in powers, since we're not able to stop him from creating new districts if he want for one, even though it not make any economic sense at this time, because when you create new districts, now additional pressure you dey bring for bear on the budget. na additional costs you dey introduce to the budget, and it dey further weaken the economy. It go dey further weaken the deficit. It dey further weaken with debt sustainability ratio. It dey further make the country fragile and they are at risk of collapse. Out of the way the economists will understand that they better. But sometimes, inside politics don't go inside some people they hate. They be blind to objective reasoning. So now we may say that provision, but then pull them completely. So the discussion now for center around whether it is 50% plus 1 or 55%. The APC now they of the view say it better for 55%. So that, especially when they remove the requirement for get a certain percentage in X number of districts.
Doc,
Because if make I just finish here, just voting for you from the Northwest not go give you 55%. And just voting for you from the Southeast not to give 55%. So by making it 55%, it means you are forced to take your campaign to the stronghold of the opponent for get sufficient votes for making you able to get the 55% for taking across the finish line. And so this is now part of the reason why APC they insist, say let me go back to the 55% threshold for presidential election when they be done to obtain before, and this whole issue about winning percentages in X number of districts it not been there before. So let me just go back to the status quo. The status quo ante when I can call them. So let's go back. Status quo ante, let's go get back to 55% we've been there in the old constitution. That's not the position of the APC.
You know, I want to let you clear something, because from waiting I they understand, you they say waiting una agree on, waiting them put inside the draft is completely different. Una agree
Yes.
on 50%.
What did they put inside the draft? That's simple majority.
Fine. But
So for example, like 1996, where Pakaba being get I think 36% in the first round, the Mubangura Khalifa Smart get like 34%, the Mubangura get 20-something%. If under simple majority, Pakaba before don't win. It not be for need a runoff. No, if I Khalifa Smart become force, Pakaba can second or something. So if it be under simple majority, instead of Pakaba, now Khalifa Smart for not be president. Because now when they say runoff now between UNPP and SLPP, 9 UNPP and PDP, so by Mbangura, throw them with. In fact, interestingly, that time even APC be support SLPP for the runoff. Now the SLPP being get for win, and at the time they begin for make Mbangura the Minister of Finance, and then about 6 ministries, a number of ambassadorial appointments, etc. Although after that coup, they pulled the all I had, the police and killed the man. Understand? They don't stick to their promise. Once they don't get the power, they push the man aside, they push all the appointees aside, they bring out their own cabal, and then continue for government. And the police give the man an attack.
I want to put this thing to you quickly, because this now waiting the SLPP government, the Attorney General and other people want we for believe. We kind of they believe. Say waiting una agree on, una they go now for change. But they not they tell we say waiting una be agree on and waiting they write na document, then change them. Listen to this one quickly and then we'll come back just now.
The debate in the parliament, the same people where don't come and say, let's stick with the tripartite proposal because that was a proposal to the tripartite committee. The same people will come out and say, no, we don't ever want 50 plus 1, now 55% to 1. That is not leadership. That is not
You're
leadership.
surprised at the change? It seems like
I want to say I am disappointed.
in the APC people.
Yes, I want to say so. You understand? And they know. Look, I have worked with them a great deal. I have worked with them in good faith. They themselves don't talk publicly about how my office always don't be open for engage. But if we get them kind of engagement issue, then una self they come, una they commend the engagement publicly. Una commend them to the public. Una recommend them to international actors. Una recommend them among una own party members. See, this is the progress we have made. Then at the last minute, una turn behind people them and then try to take a different position, then give the impression like say, oh, now then people also they try for do that. That is disappointing. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time.
So this now waiting.
I don't listen to this clip. No, waiting Alpha North State. Now that even though the tripartite committee be recommend 50+1, where income inside the bill, now simple majority he puts inside the bill. The draft bill where intake go na parliament, a simple majority. It not stick to waiting the tripartite committee we don't recommend. So if he deviate from waiting the tripartite committee we don't recommend, waiting stop APC from saying yes, we representatives, we don't go agree on 50+1. But we, the owners of the party, we don't get a rethink. And we don't get a slightly different reasoning. And especially, let's not forget, say, when the tripartite committee be recommend the 50+1, the committee also recommend 25% in at least half of the districts. And then there now something where the Northwest gets 7 districts, the Southeast gets 7 districts, and Freetown gets 3 districts. So we get 16, 2 districts for elections. So we get 16 political districts. So whatever happens, every political party, they able get half. They able get at least 8 districts. So not a problem. But when this government now come and begin try to say they want to create 2 new districts, Panguma and Bandajuma district, it automatically raise red flags for the APC. But so, they want trap we. So if that is the case, if they want for trick winner, they want for trap winner, so that when we accept, then they go create the 2 new districts and make it a bit more difficult for make APC able to hit the threshold for the presidency on the first ballot. So when we realize that as a party, we say, these guys are not acting in good faith. So therefore, let us rather revert to the status quo ante, to which side we've been there before. So let us go back to which side we've been there before to the 55%. If it is not broken, don't fix it. So now that they explain. So now their actions,
okay, so in other words, behavior make on not trust them.
Yes, and if you read the provision where they inside the draft where they take on a parliament, you will say not to 50+1 day.
So let's read them. It didn't have the screen, but let's read them quickly. Yes. Yeah, it say a person shall not be declared elected as president of Sierra Leone unless at the presidential election he obtains 1. A simple majority of the total valid vote cast throughout Sierra Leone, and 2. A minimum 20% of the total valid vote cast in at least 2/3 of the districts of Sierra Leone.
Precisely. So you see, simple majority and 50+1 are 2 different things. So Alpha maybe need for go back and read back and retrace his steps and see what he do. Would that really begin demonstrate insincerity? And now they say you forget 20% in 2/3. So when we get 16 districts, it means you forget 20% in 11 districts. When they create 2 new districts just now, it means you can forget now 20% in 14 districts. The whole of the north now 7 districts. Western area now 2 districts. We say we will get 20% now in the remaining 5 districts. Which 5? In the southeast, we will be guaranteed for get 20% in. So when they do that, then they would not technically reduce the chances for APC for win on the first ballot. So because we realize say na a trap, because we realize say they not mean well, because we realize say they want for dupe we, they want for play on the senses, they feel say we already read through the lines. I'm going to say no. Let me go back to Wusa Ubinde, where are the 55%. Now the actions that necessitate that change on the part of the APC. Because if we fall into the trap, a simple action where the president get the powers for do of creating the 2 new districts where they already don't make proclamation on, then enough for mess we up completely. So and we cannot sit idly back and see there were the can we go inside the ditch and we follow the inside it. No. So the party get for rethink and recalibrate and take a posture we go protect the best interests of the party and its supporters.
So the creation of Banda Juma and Panguma a sidekick.
Exactly.
But that's yes,
because you see, you know, the hanger for Snabas, the hang. As we before accept this, then the president, by simple proclamation, will create 2 new districts. And as they create them, bam, we now need 14 districts of 20% for make with president win. Can you imagine? What's the problem, Andy? When the whole north and northwest, now just 7 districts today, western area are 2 districts, you go 9. If you need 14, it means you get for go down to southeast and go get 20% in 5 districts. How that be possible? If one for be realistic, how that be possible? You know, so that trap, and I don't know why they're so naive for believe say APC go take debate and just accept her. You know, if they been go strictly by waiting the tripartite committee be recommend, and they not be done the threaten for create new districts. Understand? 8 for 5, because as at the time when the tripartite committee be they negotiate, the issue of creating 2 new districts will be there on the floor. The issue of creating 2 new districts, it come after. So because it come after, that singular decision for saying that they create 2 new districts, it don't change the dynamics. It don't change the situation we've been there at the time we will take that decision. So that decision is no longer tenable because it will be bad for APC. So since it will be bad for APC, then APC needs to take a position. And the position now for say, let me go back to Wusa Ubinde, the 55%, with no requirement for get any percentage in a number of districts. So if we want now create 30 districts on our business, now with our economy go deal with that. When APC can have power, we go advise ourselves on whether we go keep those districts or we go eliminate them. We go reverse them. We go decide on that day when we come back to power.
But Doc, is that not why they may want for also create a new district now, Freetown? You know, split Freetown into 2, create another district, and that's be for them balance the equation.
No, you know they balance them. Don't forget, say, Then we don't take the whole rural, then give themselves. They relocate people from southeast, go based on day, then get Bio town, then get this town, then get that town. They don't go flop there. Understand it? So if they be one for create any new district, then they carve out from that rural where they don't go relocate the people there, and then they take some part of what's now present day Freetown, they add them together, they create a new district, all to their advantage. It go easy for them forget then 20% in those districts because they don't shift population. But it could be difficult for we forget the 4 districts in the pure southeast. We go now get 9 districts. For Mek, we go get 5 districts a day, without they get 20%. So na trap. And they been feel say we go sit down. Like I tell you now, the time when the tripartite committee they take the decision for 50+1 and the 25% in half of the district, there was no talk about creating new districts. The moment then decide say they want to create new districts, it don't change the dynamics. It don't make the whole thing complicated, and it don't disadvantage the APC. And so therefore, since we see the trap, what did they try for land we into? The APC began to forget everything. And you will see, even when they can't do the draft, even though the Attorney General was part of the tripartite committee, that we did the tripartite committee, that we worked for 7 months, that we work. It know exactly what are the recommendation of the tripartite committee, but it still go ahead and go recommend simple majority, where they at variance with the letter and spirit of the tripartite committee recommendations. So would that disingenuous? APC or SLPP? Whether they try for trapping company, whether they try for mess up in company, whether they try for give himself undue advantage. Based upon these facts,
All right, continue for the way to it. This night program, we of course Unify Hour. It's on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Again, Dr. Richard Konteh with the help we follow we discuss the different issue them. By the way, there today they take notes at the class. They quiet.
Block.
I know. Okay, Doc, do you apart from this thing where we talk about this first past the post, this 55%, this thing the way they cause noise. Any other thing they inside this amendment where we go consider for say it dangerous if we not pay attention, but indeed we not really pay attention.
the issue about the entrenched provisions, where they can mix inside the constitution and they try for argue about technicality. Again, in the
Sorry, sir,
tripartite
but first of all,
committee,
before you go before, what we mean when we say entrench?
Adikam, when they say this is an entrenched clause, now a clause will be say if they want for change, they need referendum. The other provisions in the constitution, if they want for change, they just need 2/3 majority for one. But for entrenched clauses, they need a referendum. So, what did they do? The tripartite committee recommendations, they recommend a fixed date for presidential and other elections, like how it be in Ghana, like how it be in America, so that we know when would they get to the next election. It not go left now to the president for decide. We go make if you want how the constitution dey now. they say after they close parliament, the president for ensure say we get elections within 3 months. So what they can always do, then they make sure say then each that 3 months they add them to themselves extend their term in office beyond the 10 years. So for make that not happen in future, we get a fixed term, fixed date for elections. So it could be 5 years, 5 years, 5 years in all the past. What we do at a particular time in 2028, 5 years later in 2033, we get the next election. And we all man they know the date in advance. We will forget her. So, but this provision in the Constitution Section 85, now an entrenched clause, like a clause will require a referendum. Also, I think Section 87 of the Constitution also say if you want to extend the life of Parliament, you also need a referendum for do that. So, if then now they propose the second Saturday in November. The last election in 2023 was conducted in June. Parliament was formal opening of Parliament will take place in July. July to August, September to October, the term maximum. Under the current constitution, the election for take place no later than October. So if you shift them to November, you're unconstitutional. And for make you therefore extend the life of the parliament by that extra 1 or 2 months, you need to get a referendum. So when we begin the negotiations with the government, we draw their attention to that, they agree. But today, I hear in a parliament, they argue otherwise. I see the leader of government business, they begin quote other portions of the constitution for just create confusion, for create ambiguity. All they go for show say, these guys not they act in good faith. It is simple and straightforward. It need a referendum. So, whereas we need this tier so badly for let we get a fixed term, but that does not mean say we get for commit treason. Because whenever you go against the constitution, you don't commit treason. We don't be a party to committing treason. So we say, we left that and treat her with all the other provisions we get for car later on. We get for need referendum, we do one referendum and do it all later. But for now, let's do with these other issues. It might mean that the next elections will take place earlier than October or no later than October. Okay? But at least we'll be in full compliance with the constitution as it currently exists.
But the Attorney General though agrees yes, they get two sections the way they go take out and left them because they entrench clause them. They go left them for like you rightly don't say.
Yes. As I tell you, say we don't agree on that, but the leader of government business they argue otherwise today. So we now know what they get for finally agree on. You know, because even when they see that they do their procedural votes, then because all that votes, all the people say, those are just procedural votes. Not the real voting that day. Because the real voting is supposed to be split votes, and then if you forget 2/3 majority for make it pass. And like the whole document again for make it pass. You know, so those are what those votes when they cast, those are just procedural votes. And the legal drafting has not yet been done. Understand? Where all these arguments then get for done, they got for go now law officers and do the legal drafting. Now knowing these people for what they are, At that point of the legal drafting, they could try for introduce language again where go still help them for achieve their dubious agenda. So when the thing for go back to the legislative committee for look at line after line, and again to the committee of the whole house for look at the provisions clause after clause, and no say then we'll get for aggregate over east and west. And that again will take some time before ever we get final passage. You know, now make within we committee, they be allowing for complete work. We don't get their young lawyers there. We don't draw their attention to all the phraseology inside the draft bill we're not correct. What they need for correct and how they for correct them. So they for not work with the draftsmen for complete that exercise. We take them through with various parties, they agree. So what is the kind of parliament if not be smooth sailing? But in the usual pauper way, in the usual mad rush for achieve whatever agenda they get, from nowhere, without we completing we exercise, they just grab and say they want for go now and a parliament adopter. That make you get all this chaos. If we just not patient and give time for let we conclude the process and everybody accept what we will do, and we are getting on very well. We will get good communication, good understanding. We're just patient for that process for running course. So until all this rancor, what are they seeing at parliament never don't happen. But then get this the way of just saying it has to be our way or no other way. Pauper. Now we own way it get for B, we not agree. Then they cause all this mess. But like I say, I'll still hope and pray. Say, say there be a stick a pin on a number of issues, a number of contentious issues. So when they get for come to them back, it get for be another whole heated discussion. So I still feel say at some point they get for try to make cool heads. So make some adults in the room get for really sit down and see how we can resolve these issues.
Yeah, Doc, one thing I want to ask with regards to all of these issues, because while listening to the Attorney General mention in the issue of a referendum, you nothing to say this raising of this issue of referendum, taking this whole thing to a referendum, they come up now because probably they don't see there is this stiff resistance in Parliament. Because in my personal opinion, I was just asking myself, why not we don't take the entire idea of the constitutional review as pioneered by other people that we don't go, especially the lead Speaker of Parliament and Judge. Why don't we just take this whole thing and push them to a referendum rather than taking this shortcut, going first in Parliament with waiting and team to say, go like aid them in this election, and at this particular point in time now, they begin to mention referendum.
Sincerely, they've been get enough time from the time when they start this whole review process before don't bring this whole thing as one process and conclude them. But they start this process in a dubious way, undercover. I remember even we've been there in the tripartite committee work, we've been there tell the Attorney General, say, hey, why we not go try for us merge these two processes on an ongoing process, and the tripartite committee work would do on a merge them, do one constitutional reform process where they capture all the concerns at a go. They say, no, we don't wait. We move on with them. At the end of the day, they not move on with them. We finish the tripartite recommendation, then they say, oh, their TR not fine for we, so we not implement them. That whole issues then kind of begin pick and choose what they go do, they not go do. Then decide for bring forward these provisions we get for do with the elections, because the ECOWAS supplementary protocol on democracy and good governance of the ECOWAS peace and security protocol of 1999 and the Supplementary Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance of 2001 make provision for, say, if you want to conduct, if you have to do any changes, any material changes to the Constitution, we get implications for the elections, you know, for now within 1 year or so of the elections. So therefore, since elections will be in 2028, they're now under pressure for at least pass these provisions we get for do with elections. And then they will now buy time for look at those other provisions we get for require amendments to the Public Elections Act and the PPA, and those things we get for do with a referendum. The tricky thing we get for make them almost impossible for make them conclude this process, because I will be very surprised if they're going to conclude them. I doubt it. If they're going to conclude all this constitutional reform process that they work on before 2028, I doubt it. Because one big issue where we get for deal with now for say how they get for place the question to the people. What did then they intend for do? Now for take all the issues and ask the people one question. You ask yes or no, vote yes or no to this constitution. Naturally, because there will be good things and there will be bad things where APC not will accept. Because of the bad things we get for day inside the constitution, where they will bring to the people for a referendum, APC will campaign no. And so now the first test that day of who are going to be the next president, then they start. Because we are going to fight that referendum as if our survival as a party depends on it. Because they will now come and mix up some good provisions, where some progressive provisions where we could be happy with, but then interspersed by with some very obnoxious clauses we clearly will not go accept. And since they not go allow we for let we vote on the provisions one after the other,
Provisions one by one.
one by one in a referendum, then we will get a problem. So I therefore not see how the referendum will take place, because the first issue get for be how they get for ask the question. You cannot have such significant changes in the constitution and just ask people for vote yes or no to the whole document. We go campaign vigorously for a no vote. And at the first test, that they will go forget for ECSL. But now my understanding that they intend for Duam because of the cost. Because if they want for Duam before the election, it get huge costs. I'm not sure say they get the money for that. So they might want to wait until the elections and do want and go. But then it could be so complicated already. Now, now 4 different elections therefore take place on that date, on that day, in one day. Therefore vote for the wards, they therefore vote for the districts and local council and district councils and city councils. They therefore vote for the members of parliament. They therefore vote for the president in one day, 4 for 4. Then on top of that, they therefore vote back for the referendum in one day. With the level of illiteracy when we get to this country, I don't know how they get for Duam, but it could be too cumbersome, it could be too complicated, and it could be difficult for making it be a successful process. So I think SLPP, the earlier where they will come to the realization that they for land for be sincere with themselves and with the people of Sierra Leone, whether they engage on these issues, the better.
All right, Doc, if any other pressing thing that we want to talk about on this constitutional, if not, I want to take you to one other issue quickly before we open the phone line.
Yeah, take Musa you want, partner. Na examiner.
Imagine, imagine lecture. All right. You know, we can go say one day na ya. When this new price come up for the fuel, now you we think of. So when you see the increment in fuel price, it shock you?
No,
Why?
I saw it coming. I saw it coming. You see, I dey follow the news small. I be hearing about how the plat price be don begin dey increase small small, and I dey see the slight change in the exchange rates. Understand it? And I see the desperation for use fuel for raise money for pay for that the conference center, hotel, and
Presidential
villas
villa.
na Lunge.
Mhm.
I know they not get any other choice but for increase. Because what happen to them with neighbor now, fuel don't become a major source of revenue generation for the government. Fuel don't become a major source of revenue generation because they don't say people the lights not there, so man they get for use generator, they get for burn fuel. We want for move around, we get for burn fuel. The 419 miners there get for burn fuel. The artisanal miners get for consume fuel. So they no say fuel consumption not get for reduce. So now a steady source of revenue for them. Now make the other day I come and take una through the new through the current pricing formula that they use and just show una. And I tell you, if they do a revised pricing formula, because each time when you they change the price of fuel, you dey also adjust the pricing formula. Yeri, so
Yes,
if
sir.
they show we the latest, pricing formula, where they use forget the figures, whether they charge for fuel and gasoline, you go see say they don't add the figure there back. They don't add the figure there back. Just so that they go do the permutations and arrive at those new figures. And they tell you say these guys are just wicked. Now because they know say they know they buy fuel, that cheated they give them. And then just let us see will they suffer.
Then
Because
they pass the
the
budget
moment they
over to
increase
the
the
people.
price of fuel, so all other prices they go up naturally.
But
And then
Doc,
when the salaries they remain the same, that the poor man they suffer.
Doc, we from waiting I have been the touching the watch the fuel price or the oil price in the world market. We find out say at around the same time when they increase fuel price in salon, we get in 2 days within that time day we been get sharp fall, or sharp drop in this fuel price. I mean the crude oil around 83 dollar per barrel according to within the news they say.
No, it is true. But it go up back small yesterday because they go bomb Russia. Ukraine go bomb Russia. And they say plenty of there we like Alonso, plenty of them and the way they this fuel business. These are the big problem between the established oil marketing companies and this new one the way they come. Plenty they get their fuel from Russia. So when they go bomb, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, that oil refinery in Russia, it affects. But they always say that they do these things as if we're all stupid. They forget say the orders for this fuel, they happen one day to the next. Understand that these orders have been placed. The supplies are already on high seas, coming for delivery. So it's already there. So this slight temporal variations in prices not supposed for immediately be translated into pump price, into change in the pump price. And they're not afraid God, they still continue for talk say then they subsidize.
Yeah.
So if it is true, say that they subsidize, where is the factor? When we been they prepare the pricing formula, we been get one variable where we be dey insert the strategic stock fund. We will include that line there, strategic stock fund, where they charge a small amount on the fuel. That money they go into a special escrow account. And so when we have these temporal issues with the pricing, we will not want to make it affect the pump price, we dey go there and do a slack and adjust them. So we keep the price steady until some stability come in. We know say already they are negotiating for make their open the Strait of Hormuz. Oman and Iran, they never negotiate. The Commerce Secretary also for America say he believes say in the next few days they will reach a compromise. If they reach a compromise, fuel begin flow, then we'll be fine again. So that is why, as a government, they're supposed to get a measure in place for deal with those temporary shocks. Not to every shock for lead to price change. No. Understand it? They forget some. That is why the formula now they get her. You know, the other day at the show now how for one item freight, when at the cost for bring the fuel Canada, then they charge her 60. You know, you go see say that a clear case of daylight robbery. That formula, if they clean up and stop for charge for the same thing 6 times, I've done told her say the price of fuel supposed to be much, much, much lower than the price of fuel that they charge that they sell her now. If they stop for require we for pay for the fake contracts whether they enter into, the price of fuel go go down. I mean, look, excise duty alone, they add 5 leones per liter. Excise. Apart from all the other charges where they don't add that the formula. Excise alone, 5 leones. Then they carry back, they add infrastructure tax, they add back 2.54 leones. Then they come back, they say road user charge, they charge back. This charge they put, this charge they put. All they bring burden on the consumer. And people, their income levels remain the same. Taxes, they go up by the day. Fuel prices, they go up by the day. Transportation, mobility, they cost they increase by the day. Commodity prices, they sour up by the day. What is the outcome? Suffering for the people. And that's this government here, they do to we. It's very, very unfair.
All right, continue for the with inside the program. This night program, we, Doc, I still open the phone line, and indeed we open the phone line. But whilst we wait for the call for come inside, Ato, you want to ask something?
No.
Okay. Okay, so whilst we actually wait for open the phone line or wait for the people in call, just one question. Somebody they ask say, why you una no go push for lay the actually table up, bring a parliament the bulk of the tripartite agreement, we could be of great help to everybody in terms of electoral process in the country.
Precisely that they be supposed for don't do. That Berewa been do in 1999 with the Lome Peace Accord, because there was sincerity, there was willingness to implement. There was a genuine desire to implement. There was the President Kaba who was genuinely willing to have the Lome Peace Accord provisions implemented. There was a Berewa as Attorney General who was willing and ready to have those recommendations implemented. There was a government in place that was willing and ready to have those things implemented. the way that they behave, it's clear to you say they not intend in any way for implement the tribal community recommendations, because they know say they're very prescriptive, and when implemented will make them a bit more difficult for them for do any rigging in 2028 elections. And since their own intention are just for rig, they not believe say they can win any election genuinely or fairly, then they in their interest for make the implementer, which is really unfortunate.
And then waiting will be una you stand. Waiting una go do for make sure say, una pile some pressure on them for let them put on a parliament and they work on them.
I think say the leadership in the parliament don't make necessary representation. I mean, understanding that they don't set up the first parliamentary committee under the chairmanship of Abdul
Kagboye
for provide oversight. So I do hope the speaker be don't indicate, say, Abbas to the paper being laid. But as I say, if they be just stop for tamper with the recommendations from chapter committee and then just put them in the act the way they come from chapter committee, I believe say we will make a lot of progress. But at this then attempt to manipulate the process, then they derail the whole process for we. And as I say, I the fear say they might not be able to accomplish the full constitutional reforms where they intend for do, all because of these types of machinations they try for do.
All right, continue for the way we. Now let we just go on the line and take some calls. Quick one inside the program. By way stand by. Let we see who that first we get inside the program. We go to the first call inside the program this evening time. Oh. Hey me. Now forgive me. Hey me.
Adiole.
Not to undo. This don't tell me the way it's not the business, but now the business don't kind of
You understand.
We go understand this.
By the way, you see man on Facebook.
Hey God.
You see how you man. You see the pressure you manifest on Facebook.
Hey God.
I tell you. I say I can understand. I know talk about this night. Me the answer. I know talk about. I can understand.
We take call. We're calling on the line. Out of calling on the line. Calling on the line. By the way, you get call.
Hello, caller. You know where they call you from?
Normally call
You're welcome on the show.
The unifier legend.
Go ahead.
God bless we all. God bless we, Excellency Dr. Richard Konteh. I'll say be the flag bearer come this year. And the advice I give to we all, because some people they need to have see reason say we are in the right track for Dr. Richard Konteh. They are all the flag bearers then. And they just tell me, may they come down, to come and support Dr. Richard Konteh. No, get a convention come this year. Now that's how they really contribute at this house. We are pleased. Dr. Richard Konteh, our president, God bless you, and
Amen.
God protect you, and God guide your family, and God all He moves them. Let God protect you and guide you. At that moment, thank you very much. Our next president, God bless you, sir.
Amen.
Thank you. Hello, caller. You never decided to call me from.
Yeah, this na Brahma Masakoi again. They talk now yard.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to bless the professor and tell him plenty thank you for this wonderful lecture again this evening. It really give me an insight of what's in the go on at the country. You see, anytime when I get this man, we learn a lot. Not on a program. One thing we as Sierra Leonean they admire Dr. Richard Konteh. We they oppose to the government. Now a real opposition leader. They also prefer solutions. You see, we talk about the pricing formula of fuel. You see how it suggests within government for the do so that not to any small shock, you understand, then it therefore affects the people. This now a blessed somebody. Would they pray to God? Let the delegates of the All People's Congress, let them know this we get what it take for go against the SLPP and battle with them and win the elections. This is not the right man, fearless leader, we're able for challenge the SLPP, even with the MPR system. Now, Inky always say, ain't not afraid, no matter the type of elections. So we pray that the delegates and then go choose Dr. Richard Konteh as the flag bearer of the All People's Congress. And later, we, the people of this country, we go elect him in 2028, let be the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. And let transform for with this nation so that we all go say hallelujah. Tell him plenty thank you. All continue for bless him and protect him. Transform for this nation so that we all say
By the way.
Hello, caller.
Hello? Yes.
You did live on we are. You're welcome.
Yeah. The call this I Yusuf again from Virginia. I guess a concern where I want to express to Mr. Richard Konteh this net here. Do you want to allow me? Mr. Konteh, please take notes. I'm not a mathematician, but I want to tell you something today. I am talking, for me, I'm not getting no candidates, but I get all candidates. All candidates are mine. But I not get anyone with me who determine, say, I don't know now. Manifesto not remove me from nobody, because I don't see them. All what thing I pray God for one of them, for be the flag bearer. That's all. But I want to let them do them in the right way. You click, for the anything way they make you click, you be president, would be good. Now the same thing they go on so today in a salon. I just want to give you one scenario. Do you have send the Pierre Bible out on just allow me just maybe 1 minute plus to 2 minutes. Let me just take a smaller example. If 5 of Funa with the faithful flag bearership, when I get 500 people away get the same thinking about Funa the 5 them. Because at times you will say, I like this 5, but however, the delegates say, however, now one vote they get. So Lord we say, these 500 people, they did for 5, but then go share them votes to 1. And when you don't, if that vote stay, that 500 vote stay, when I don't scatter all, nobody know the way they get 200. Nobody know they get 200. Don't somebody there, where get 500 people, but get 300, or let that just put on 200. It get 200 the delegates there. We don't need for her. But he is not a good person. Not to God, because I God know the best person, but by the way of looking at times to the assess person with you, right? And the things where people in the do not reward. If this man, especially where with some of them, even the election, the Tifa, maybe he gets grounds na the delegates when between 100 to 200. Una way one person, if una combine together, una put one person, they get 500. If una don't share all the votes there, una not feel say that the flag bearership they go to the wrong person. I want una think and una work una self, una not say that go try, that go try. Una come together, una look una self inside room. Una like footballers, no more. Una look una self inside room, una talk. Una not take the ego for una propose on I am a doctor, I'm a this, I'm a lawyer. Come together. Leadership, not technique. That technique, if una make this federal leadership, you go for them to the wrong person. That people problem, that big problem.
All right. Thank
you. God bless you, sir.
Now that's what I want. This are Yusuf. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, Mr. Yusuf. We go on the phone line again. Hello, caller. You name and where you call me from.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Richard Konteh and Baibure and everybody. Thank you. We are family. Dr. Richard Konteh, I got a question for you. For let you ask the party, because for win any present government, na collective responsibility. Whose term APC they try for make you flag bearer? Because if you not get plenty time, the question go to you now. if you be the flag bearer, how you go to reach out to the other flag bearer then for letting work as a team, then not go be like the previous government. One will be just pass. We for say the struggle, maybe we'll get everybody on board for come everybody kick back. How you don't prepare for talk to the other people then for get them on board. But I get another question from Mr. Richard Konteh. The last time we come, we talk say APC not for sale. We all know say talk about me man when I Jagaban. Sorry for that one day. Because any politics you need super PAC. You need somebody for sponsor you for let move that party, for let move the OTF. You must need money, finance. Even I'll give example. We want to make us with Donald Trump. They use money for let we get the power. We send each other out, so they must use the money super PAC and forget the power. You must need Jagabans. We all get for need Jagabans. We get for cover the finance. We not say not to go finance the whole thing, not the party. But I mean, we be talk so you know, say me like Jagaban fine. I'll not be happy. I'll not be happy for you for say it's not for sale. You need Jagaban at the end of the day for let we move the party. So how best if you be the flag bearer for you to talk to you compete for you to get everybody on board because it's a collective responsibility for win the I want to know back again. Matter Bill, he pushed the election for being November. Why he want to take another 3 months extra? You know, like how you analyze that for we find. Then we get a fixed date when we say this are the day or so for the election. And the date is for the president. So that's what we want. So we want to do where you be flag bearer, not forget me, man, Jagaban. That's my main concern. Because at least you get the knowledge and get the finance, and the party get the finance for move the party before. So how best you go able because we take up for a long time for label reach out to the other people there. Because final say if we get short time, no government no deal for pull up way easy. Now underground we go for don't do every underground movement them. So we need plenty time. That first election
Thank you.
very
God
short.
bless you, sir.
2 to 3 months like that happen. So we need a plenty time. We go to talk to
Thank you.
come on board for able pull this government as well. Because they take for free, they don't come out.
Thank
so
you.
we need you for come
God bless
together,
you.
unify us, you name be unifier. Thank you so much.
God bless you, my brother. We go on the phone line again and take 3 more calls. Hello, caller. You didn't decide to call you from. Please reduce the volume, sir. Caller, please reduce the volume. Okay, we'll go to another caller. Hello, call you call you from.
Hello, we had a call from England, Singapore.
Welcome on the show.
How do you do?
Thank God.
And Mr. Richard Konteh, we had for I need to tell Mr. Richard, I had to always tell him, and I always there for respectfully, not disrespectfully, for tell him say, na then condone Madabio, na then make Madabio do this thing. For the first thing in place, why Dr. Richard Konteh una dey allow una say move on to 2028, Madabio the rule with no results. As I dey speak, we had una no 0, not even 1 result, no day for Madabio as president. Then una go sit down for discourse on 2028 as a party. Una dey head the party, una dey lead the party activities, una dey go discuss with Madabio. Man, we no get results. Even the parliamentarians, the way they pass this bill in parliament now, they are illegitimate. They don't get results. Who say the results they? Mr. Richard, tell me. If this simple majority won't be don't go agree in a corner, we don't be pick them up. The media not pick them up. Why una not be don't pick them up? The parliamentarians, you been there in parliament from the first day when they introduce this bill. You want to tell me say you don't read that bill there? When you see the right simple majority, they una not come up with them. Una all sit down. Una they tell the people of Sierra Leone say 50% plus 1. Una no read the documents. Besides, some of we know say una don't be the collaborate with SLP from the morning. Now go they come up there, all this the way they happen. So you know what thing they happen? More things for common do. How una organize una self for sell the 2023 elections. Una they refuse for put the document in parliament because una know what's in there the documents. Una know they bring them up. Una they go take they extract the resolutions them from the tripartite for let them go put inside an act just because una want for balance the accountability aspect of the tripartite. You know they work. Now
thank you,
all this thing, but wallahi, if not God, now make we all. God they pull up una all. Una don't
God bless you, sir.
The people of Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much. God bless you. We will take 2 more calls. Hello, caller. You didn't understand call me from. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
You're welcome on the show.
Hello.
You welcome
Yeah,
on the show.
Alamin, they call from US. Yes, I say Amin Alamin, they call from US. Should they get me?
We're not going to forget you, now reduce your set.
Yeah, Doc, this constitutional amendment just don't turn like APC, SLPP. Yeah, with the ordinary citizens, we just don't the in between, so we don't know how this thing will be beneficial for we. Yeah, because it really sad as how some of we they follow up. We just pray to God at least for make the for now now do the necessary things. Doc, what about you, party? What's in your position with regards to the national executive? Yeah, because at least you said that possible voice us as far as the media is concerned. Yeah, the extension would then begin. I think the time for done soon. So then I will be the expect say una say for done they come, at least let them people let them set them aside so that at least the directive with PPRC begin make when the time due, make them carry on with that process there. Yeah, because at least the media are so quiet over this issue. This they even they tell, you understand how? You understand? Maybe some tell una go don't compromise. Because remember, like Dr. Samurai 6 months. By this time, una be the fire up everywhere in the media. You see? Well, anyway, at least unity also necessary, Doc. At least you with your kind temperament, the big six, and alone I try to do something.
Thank you. God
The
bless
big
you, my
six,
brother. I don't
the big
exceed the
six,
time.
doctor. When I try to do something for bring everybody on board. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, that's the last caller. We come back to Dr. Richard Konteh for response to una concerns them. Over to you, Doctor. These are the concerns of your students them.
Yeah, thank you very much, callers, and all the one that we raised their concerns. Sorry for the one that we not get the opportunity for ask. I pray say that pray we'll get the opportunity next time. The first caller, he said, "May God bless me," and he hope say me go be the flag bearer. He ask all my colleagues and my comrades them make their support me. Say in fact, if I say we don't even need convention again, say may they just make me the flag bearer. So may God bless me, may God protect me, and may God guide me. I say thank you very much, my brother, for your well wishes. I hope and pray. Say I don't go betray the confidence where they repose in me. Brother Masakoi, he said, may God bless me. And they tell me thank you for all the lectures. They tell Unasef thank you for where they give them insight into the things that way they happen, and they say they learn a lot from all of this. They say me na a real opposition leader, but a unique one in the sense that I'm not the only opposed, I'm not the only criticized, but they also proffer solutions. So if now a government were ready for change and do the right thing, then they get an opportunity for do so. They say they pray that the delegates go do the needful for elect my flag bearer. They say me don't go on record for say I'm not afraid any electoral system, but they're ready for all scenarios. And whichever system they choose for campus, as long as the process is free, fair, and transparent, we will be fine. But we, as a party, will ensure that this time round we go to be there, we did it for defend with people their votes. We will campaign vigorously around the country. We will protect the votes, and we will ensure say when we win, with victory will stand. He said, may God bless me. He said, then go elect me so that I will transform this country. He said, may God bless and protect me. My good friend Yusuf from Virginia, he said, he not get a preferred candidate, but in just basically the point is for make now that when we coalesce, when we close ranks, people that way get identical minds. When they close ranks, then the chances to make one person from among them for win will be greater than when we go in splinters. And then in that case, when if any one person they will just get some small nucleus where he able to consolidate, he will get an edge and maybe then they go make we get the wrong person. I want to make Yusuf no say that not get for happen. We will continue for engage. We no don't lock yourself fit inside room for say we know they come out and they got the big pop. We don't get to that stage there yet, but I believe say the sense of reasoning will prevail and we will do the right thing. The next caller say they tell everybody thank you, tell we all thank you. He say who's the APC go make me now the flag bearer. He say how me go reach out to my colleagues. I want to make this caller know say even yesterday I've been there now with one of my colleagues. We spend about 2 hours together. Hopefully tomorrow I will meet with 2 of my other colleagues. We dey talk, just to try for understand myself and get a better appreciation of we self. And these discussions they continue, and we dey hope and pray. Say as the time they go by, we go see reason why we for begin come together. He say him feel say where we make the statement for say APC is not for sale. Like Jagaban, I be dey refer to. Sorry, sir. I not be refer to anybody. I be just to make a statement for say APC is not for sale. And Jagaban, I'm a friend, and will continue to be a friend. May they meet. I think they may don't meet more frequently than any other flag bearer aspirant. Even yesterday, maybe they together. So I know we may get along very well. He say we could need Jagaban for money, and through him we will work forget everybody. Say how best me go try forget everybody around. I want to make you know say I don't get one-on-one meetings with almost all the major contenders for the flag bearer position, and I believe say we will continue for get an understanding. They say matter one for add 3 months to a time without fixed date. If it be in November, then clearly even they beyond 3 months, it could be about 5 months where it could not add to the time where in time we don't. He say make I not forget Jagaban if I win. And of course, I thought I say Jagaban, I'm a friend. He will be an integral part of the government, and we'll continue. We need them for make we build a better Sierra Leone together. He say we need time as a party for kick APC out, MSNPP out, and that is very true. My good friend from England, I can understand in frustration. Unfortunately, they direct in frustration to the wrong person. I don't think say that to me, it's supposed to direct in frustration. Nobody is condoning murder. But even the person where they support, you don't see him, you don't go in a state house, you don't refer to murder as His Excellency the President. You don't shake hands, they laugh. This person where they support, you don't see it is signed agreement recognizing murder as president and all those types of things. Why they can't accuse innocent person? Will not be even there. We say all of those things that they happen. Sometimes maybe it go good for them. We just be objective a bit and try to understand the reality of things. Yeah, not to Richard Konteh sign agreement for national unity. Not to Richard Konteh sign tripartite agreement. Not to Richard Konteh go na State House at the time when they swear in tripartite committee and go refer to Madam Bio as His Excellency the President. Not to Richard Konteh go present report na Parliament, they smile, they refer to Madam as President. Not to Richard Konteh. So they are direct you anger to the person where no agree for faith for the votes of the people who repose their confidence in them. And I think say if you just do that in the correct way, it will be good for the country. He say why we not pick up the simple majority issue they said the draft bill. You see, sometimes people then they listen to a whole program, but they go through one yes, the other side. They really comprehend. I think I tell you after the tripartite recommendations, when the Attorney General draft this bill, it go put inside this bill simple majority where they at variance with the what we agree at the tripartite committee. I say the party work for 3 to 4 months and we put together a position paper where we outline we opposition to relevant clauses in this draft bill, including that one on the simple majority, and we submit them. And following that, we engage in direct discussions with them and tell them, say, this one is not acceptable. So it is not true that we not pick them up. We pick them up. We express we position in a formal submission where we make to the Attorney General and also in subsequent engagements. You know? So I will make you try for understand and appreciate the efforts we people they make. Lamin, from the US, I can understand. He said this whole thing confuse her. He said, no get any idea how it could be beneficial to the people. I believe say it is true that the 1991 Constitution is already 35 years old and a long enough time for make some provisions that way they be overtaken by time, make they be dealt with. I believe say one area where definitely would be of interest to you, Lamin, now the portion we get for do with dual citizens and their right for take part in the governance of a country, either as ministers or as members of parliament. So if nothing else not interests you, if you not to sim career, I think this part supposed to interest you because yes, it will benefit people in the diaspora, and we as APC feel strongly about that, and we always take campaign for that. You say the media are so quiet on this issue of the tenure of the current executive. I want to make Lamin know say the APC constitution is very clear. 3 years. Now the time where we elect we leaders therefore, and is silent on the issue of extension. The leadership of the party go PPRC, and PPRC use their own act for give themselves the power for give them additional 6 months. And in the ruling where PPRC give, they're very clear about the waiting for happen after the 6 months. So me know they expect say it will be an issue of controversy. I think say now an issue of compliance with waiting right. And I believe say that's supposed to happen. The other issue about whether don't go to court, you know, go to court and no go comment on a matter where shop judice and no one for be held in contempt. But I just want to make we know say APC get a law, get a constitution, we're very clear on the tenure of elected officials. PPRC get an act where give them the power under certain circumstances for extend the life of an executive for up to 6 months. And in that ruling, they're also clear on waiting therefore happen after the 6 months. And I also know we get a precedence in the official ruling in terms of how to deal with issues like this for a party with the crisis. I believe say the law go apply, and now things say it's supposed to be an issue of controversy. So let we patient and see make the 18th of August come, and let we see how people then go behave and carry themselves, and whether they go accept the ruling of the PPRC, the directive with the issue, or they go challenge and further. And let us see how the courts will determine that. But I don't believe say this is supposed to be an issue of controversy. I believe say we're very clear about what the laws they say, and I believe say people therefore learn for respect the law and do what's right under the law. Thank you very much, and Sembe Pierre Babura for telling all. Thank you. Me not a lawyer, I'm not able to interpret the laws, but I know no more. I believe say the one that way sabi law and we sabi interpret the law, they go interpret them, and I believe say at the end of the day, the winner will be APC, and we all continue to stick together as one people fighting for victory for the APC in the 2028 elections. God be will help her. Thank you very much.
All right, family members, we don't reach now what hello one for on plenty. Thank you. As not don't join me for send a message out, text message, forward, comments and phone calls. We will continue as always. This now we are going to bring another good, the bad and the ugly. And one for say thanks to Dr. Richard Konteh for always come and talk to family members them at the studio. And for now, in our break of life, God bless me and God bless Mama Salo.
All right, thank them. I want to talk to that caller with me at one. Yeah, sometimes we get for the patient we safe and try to understand, the discussions and also most likely people have roles and the responsibilities, and who was involved in what. So that's what I call Yanda. I understand. Say yes, we passion the up, but then make we also the try for fix things, very well through deeper understanding. And to everybody we call tonight, well, God bless everybody. And also we pray that the grace of God will cover we all. And for, of course, the class, the Dr. Richard Konteh class still they go on because the election not actually reach it. But if you know, say, this class are valuable to you, make sure, say, you always join same time, same hour that we are.
Right, so we want to tell on all plenty thank you. That's all they left now today. One for say, please not continue for be part of we and not forget for share and share and share. As we get different people that will explain to me certain things that we understand. Yesterday I would tell you say we understand. And today when we in our like what they do in vision, we don't understand more. And you don't give you the simplified version. Of what we need to understand. So I appreciate that and yes. This now like where you say we get exam for go sit. Yesterday the lecturer give we a break and down for we. Yes, we understand. But when we go, some of we not can take in one thing. So we need somebody for coach we take them back. I mean, he can't study. Now so then they do we beat with Latran. So we don't do the second study now. They don't lecture with the same topic second time. We don't understand, and I'm pretty sure we will understand. And now you find out the way how man they at one thing they not to say one yesterday because now they don't broken down. We don't even understand fine one. So you get for expect because we understand now. We don't see some other side away for make we at one, we for make we enjoy, we for make waiting. So that's not the game. Thank you very much, all. We appreciate it all the time. Now don't forget this now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you very much, lecturer, and get yourself a very, very good night.
Thank you.
All right, so all good night, family members then. Thank you and bye-bye.
Well, may say big up yourself, Yankees and Yandees. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I and I, Papa Badger, the lyrical Papa, fire on the barrel car. Boom! I'm just here to inform you about what's going down on Saturday, right down in the DMV, at the Hamptons Conference Hall, The biggest Sierra Leone musical award is happening. And guess what? All your celebrities, your favorite musicians, artists, they're going to be in the building. So come show them love and celebrate with them, support with them, This is how the thing go, August 8th, right down in the DMV, Hampton Conference Hall. Shabba! So it is. Kaboom! Papa well passing through.
August 8th, everybody they wait for that date day. Sierra Leone Musical Awards na August 8th, right down at DMV. I can always tell people, the Sierra Leoneans, they say, you get Salone organization them, we're always proud of their country. And Salone Musical Award, when you hear the name Sierra Leone Musical Award, they're not a blender or mix out anybody where Salone not concerned pa. Not so like the other awards, they where then they go take people them in other country, bring them, can promote them, give them money, then take the money, they can't go back in the country. As here is Sierra Leone Musical Award, what they make the award, not for Sierra Leoneans there. And that money they afford make Salone develop with country. Because the money then they get, not for their own pockets. Now for put them back on people them, charity organization them, now country. And they tell Sierra Leoneans them now DMV, any part in America where you there, if you get chance, can support to brother them. But this Sierra Leone Musical Award. Because then they give award to people them who really fit to forget the award. People them who merit them. People them where from where this entertainment starts in our country. People them be they look at them bad eye, but now them be deserve for get award. Now make Sierra Leone Musical Award don't come from make people them know say yes, I be deserve for get this. And August 8th, inside DMV, $100. Sierra Leoneans, una let we can support, and let we can enjoy good entertainment. Sierra Creates.